Matthew chapter 6:11. My assignment today is just this simple phrase as Jesus articulated the pattern for prayer. He goes on and says us, Matthew 6:11, he says, give us this day our daily bread. Look, God, hey, look at how powerful his preaching was. The way he tells us this is what prayer is. Follow me in your mind. We acknowledge the Father. We acknowledge his name. We acknowledge his kingdom. We acknowledge his will. Now it comes to us. Jesus unpacks further with give us this day our daily bread. He teaches us the petition of prayer. Petition. This is what we're going to talk about today, the petition. Our context and what we're talking about, a petition is us coming to God with a request. A petition is us coming to God with an appeal. A petition is just simply, and when you boil it down to the lowest common denominator, petition simply means to ask. Look at the second thing, the present moment of prayer. Woo, that's so good. The present moment of prayer. Give us this day, on this one right here, the participation of prayer. What am I trying to tell you? I am to ask for God for bread, but there's a participation in the prayer. I ask him for bread, but every now and then you got to go get you some bread. Come on here. I'm praying for God to move on my behalf, but while I'm waiting on God, come on, I'm working while I'm waiting. While I'm waiting on God, there's something that I need to do while I'm waiting on him to move on my behalf. That's you. Here we have the provision of prayer. To make it, look at 1 Peter 1:3. He says God divine power has given us everything we need for life. He says God divine power has given us everything we need for life. He said God divine power has given us everything we need for life. In other words, God said I will provide. If you trust me, I'll provide. If you chase me, I'll provide. If you come after me, I'll give you everything you need.